So, my name is Doris Pöschl, and I come from Germany, from the Volkshochschule Aacheland. It's a center for education for adults and youth, and we have many courses, not only for unemployed people, but also for everyone, for elderly people, for everyone who has interest in learning a language or IT or whatever. And I want to show you, the topic is how to create a lesson plan incorporating digital technology. And for this I have to introduce you to our cloud. It's a cloud solution. It is called VHS.cloud. VHS is the abbreviation of Volkshochschule. That's the Center of Youth and here for education. And this VHS Cloud, it's similar like Moodle. You all know Moodle, I think, but it's much better. And a few years ago, this system was launched by the Association of German Volkshochschulen, and it is an online network for learning, and it's a platform for the courses, for teachers and for students, and it offers a lot of possibilities. Before I come to the topic of how to create a lesson plan, I will show you some features the cloud offers. At first, you have the possibility to use it full responsively on all devices. That means we have an application, an app you can use on your smartphone and or iPad for teachers and students, and it works really very well. And then you have a lot of features. At first you have the field of communication. There we have a mail service, we can send messages, we have an included conference tool you can use for your lesson. We have a forum where you can discuss the topics, and you can have a live chat, and you can write blogs. These are a lot of features in the part of communication, and all of them are, this is very important in Germany, all of them are according to the European regulation of data protection. That means every member has an email address. For example, mine is doris.pöschl@vhs.cloud. And nobody will ever know my real email address or my real phone number or any personal data. It's all hidden, and this is very important. Otherwise, we may not use it. Then we have a part of material. Here you can store your whole material that you need for the lessons. You have a file storage, you have a link list where you can write in links that are according to the topic. You have Mediathek where you can give in videos and audio files, photo galleries, wikis, you can write wikis to certain topics. You can create opinion polls, similar like Mentimeter, Darrell showed us. And you can also define your own opinion polls, and you can forums. You can create a lot of material for your lesson. And then you have this feature that is important for our topic today, how to create a lesson plan. And you can, for example, I will show you some examples later, you can create tasks for the students, what they have to do, what they have to finish tasks. You can create learning modules, and they are really very, very mighty because you have a lot of possibilities to create learning modules like quizzes and so on. I will show it to you afterwards, some examples. And from this, all of these features, you can create your lesson plans and can plan your lesson. Now, you have seen that there are a lot of features, and maybe for some, when you think of elderly people who want to learn English They had, in COVID times, they had to do this online, and they never worked with such a kind of platform. Then it's a bit confusing when there are so many features and they don't understand what is a wiki, what is a opinion poll, I don't know. And therefore you have a very sophisticated right system. That means you can activate or deactivate the features you want to use and you want to show. And that is very good. So you can you can start with only a few you need, and then you activate more one by one, more features. So let's have a look at the features that affects the scheduling of learning. And then we have the tasks. That means you can create tasks for classes, only teams in the class or individual students, and control the results of the task directly in the cloud. Whether whether the students have finished, and you can look at the results. I will show you how it looks. You have this is the way the teacher sees the task. You can write a description, and you can also give an expiry date when the task has to be finished, and then you can give here also in the checkbox whether all members, all students, all participants see this task or only a few ones. Here you see, for example, how it looks. You have a list of entries of certain tasks. And here you can have a look at it, you can edit the task, you can assign it to only, here for example, I will show you, you have here all participants, all students, and you can assign only to a few of them the task. And then you see here whether the student has finished the task or not. And for the students, it looks like this. They see what they have to do, and you can put in links to all features. In this, I have made some very simple exercises, and here it is for learning a language. The students should describe what they see on a picture with many scenes, and it is here linked. So the student has only to click on this link, and then it sees the picture and can finish the task. So this is the summary is that all features, all content that is in the cloud can be linked and related to, and an expiry date can be defined. Each task can be assigned to the students, and the teacher has an overview who has already done and finished the task. So then the next are the learning modules, and this is really it's really amazing what possibilities the teacher has to create interactive exercises. In the presentations before, we heard a lot of features to how you can make the lesson entertaining and a bit lively. And here with the learning modules, you have a lot of features. You can, for example, you can create so fill in text, so that you have to fill in gaps with text, and you can either create it that the students have to type it in, or that they can have drop-down lists, or with drag and drop. I will show you some examples afterwards, and then you have the possibility to make a quiz with radio buttons. Then you can make memories. This is find matching pairs with pictures, or with text and pictures, or only text. And you can vocabulary training. You have the possibility to make what's the word? Kreuzworträtsel. I don't know how to say in English. Huh? Crossword, yes. You have, you see here the list. There are a lot of possibilities and features how you can make learning modules. I have some examples here. Here's filling. You should fill in the gaps, and this is with drag and drop. That means it's the Himmel ist, the right answer is blau, the sky is blue, and you have to drag and drop the right answer into the right gap. It's a very simple example. And when the students clicks on this Auswertung, that means that you see whether you are right or not. And this looks like this. Here, for example, is the same with the fill-in gaps, but you have drop-down lists. And after the student clicked on this Auswertung, he sees the green checks. That means, okay, everything is right. The answers are the right ones. And here you have an example for a memory. You have pictures, and you have the text to this picture, and then you can play the game and train your you can train the vocabulary. So, and now you can all these things put together, and from this you can create a lesson plan where you can define topics, themes, and you have levels. You have one topic, and then you have a list of entries, what has to be done. And we see in this list the entries that are in italic letters aren't yet released and the students cannot see them yet. And then in this way you can put the modules together and have a step-by-step lesson, and the students can do and finish the tasks and the games and all in their own pace. As you see here again, an example how the students see the task, what is to do. In this case, train your vocabulary with the memory, with the pairs, finding matching pairs. And when the student is ready, then here the student can check this as erledigt. That means it is finished and it is done. So the student again comes to this memory then with a click on the link and can again practice play the game. So you see also you have the teacher has the possibility or can also make a description what is to do. Then there is an expiry date when the task has to be finished, and here you have the possibility to put in a text area where the students can type in their answers, or you can enable a file upload when the students have to create certain files. And here is the checkbox for the release. That means when you click on it, then it means that all students can see it and can start with the task. So that was, in short, were the elements of the cloud, of our VHS cloud. And they are really a very mighty instrument. And I have to say, in the beginning, this launch of the cloud was a bit bumpy because teachers didn't want to use it. The students were, yes, and but with COVID, we have now a lot of users, and the teachers work very, very. They like to work with it. For example, we have many courses: sports, dance, yoga, languages, IT, everything you can teach over the cloud, and it's really, there is many great development, and we see that it's really a very nice thing. You have, as teacher, you have to work, you have to make many tasks, and you have to work in before you can hold the lesson. But when you have your material, you can always copy it and change it, and you have it in your area and can use it whenever you need it again. And there is a very great community of teachers, and the networking is so good that you have very good support, and there is a lively exchange of knowledge and lesson material, so that no one in the networking is left alone, and it's very good. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks everybody.